Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today we are going to be playing with the Pretty Girl Squad palette from Lucious Lex Collection. So here is what it looks like. It is so cute. The packaging, it says you're like really pretty. I'm in love with that. So today I'm going to be doing swatches, a tutorial, and just telling you a little bit about what I am seeing from the shadows. They sent me this palette. I told you guys about this on Sunday in the Will I Buy It. I am so excited. I'm like so excited that I can't breathe. Okay, so I talked about this 2 weeks ago in my Will I Buy It series, and they saw it and they asked if they could send it to me, and it was one of the items that was on my maybes list to purchase. So of course I said they could send it to me and I would put it up on my channel. So this arrived last night. And it launches on Friday, so this is going to go up Thursday, and it will launch Friday the 16th. I just want to give a big thank you to Lucious Lex Collection for sending me this and allowing me the opportunity to show this on my channel before it launches. And thank you so much to you guys for being so excited for me on Sunday. It was so nice to read your comments. I know I haven't gotten to them yet. Maybe by the time this is up I have. I've been trying to play catch up on some comments because I had a lot of migraines last week. That's beside the point. Anyways, I'm behind on my replies to my comments, but thank you guys so much for being excited for me. That really meant a lot. So, they also sent me one of their liquid lipsticks. This one is called Legally Blonde. It comes in this cute little packaging right here. And the palette also came in a sleeve. And it came in bubble wrap and then obviously in a box. So it was wrapped well. None of the shades were broken. I'm going to go ahead and put this liquid lipstick on now so I can wear it during the video, and then I can give you a little more information about it before I'm finished with the video. Ooh. Show you what the applicator looks like. So it's a smaller applicator, but it almost allows you to use it as a liner as well. You know when you get some of those really big doe foot applicators and you could barely even get it on your lips without like getting it all outside of your lip? It has dried down fairly quickly. There's something about it that almost feels a bit uncomfortable, but I'm going to wear it for this video so I can maybe put my finger on it. It's almost a little powdery, which I don't mind, but it's almost a little tight feeling on my lips. So let's go ahead and get into this though. This is what I'm really excited about. But glad to have been able to try that. So even though I was sent this in PR, you guys know I'm going to give you an honest review of what I think about these shadows. And I actually messaged her and I asked, is there anything specific about the shadows or your company or anything that you want me to share in the video? She said no, I just would like an honest review, which I thought was really cool. And I was just thinking any kind of logistical stuff she wants people to know about, but she said just do an honest review. So I do know they are cruelty free. Their lippies and lashes, they also have a lash line, are $8 each. And the palette is, I want to say $23.50. And then they have free shipping on $35 in orders, and they ship to US and Canada. These pans are a standard size. That's a Coastal Scents Hot Pot, so they are very similar to that size. And you can see it comes with 9 shades. So we've got like a burgundy, kind of like a burgundy pink theme, and then some little pops over here. So there it is. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw last night that I did swatches of these. I could not play with them when I got it. I'm going to do swatches for you guys as well, and just kind of talk to you about the shadows as I do swatches, and then I'm going to do a look with these. So I'm just going to start and go across like this. For the first row, we have Naughty, Innocent. That one is a very light tan color. Can almost like barely see it. and Boss Made. The more pinky shades in the palette, like these, and is Baby Girl? No, Baby Girl's pretty smooth. These two are more rough, but I've noticed that from other palettes with that darker, like the ones that have purple tints usually are a little rougher. This one is Baby Girl and Pay Me and Spotlight. Let me swatch that a little better so you can see it. They're starting to... Then the next row we have the glitter shade. Okay, so this glitter shade, it has got an affixing material already on it. So you kind of have to swirl around gently and pick up a bit. And then you do get some good pigment from that. That one is Classy AF. And then we have IG Model. And the last one is Narcissistic. So those are the shades from the Pretty Girl Squad palette. So overall, they swatch really nice. I would say this yellow one is probably like a mid-range in terms of pigment that I would get from a yellow. It's definitely more pigmented than some yellows that I use, but less pigmented than others. And this one here, Innocent, a lot of people like this for a transition shade or setting your eyelids. I am not one to do that, but I am going to use it today just to see what it kind of gives us. But the other ones, such great pigment in those, so we're going to see how they perform on the eyes. Today, I want to do something, I think I'm just going to use like these two rows right here. So I'm going to do a berry pink one with that gold on the eyelid so we can see how that one shows up. But then we'll have 2 or 3 other looks coming next week used with this palette as well. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. Okay, you know when you're really excited about something and you can't catch your breath? That's how I am right now, so bear with me and like the out of breathness. I'm so excited. I mean, how could you not be getting your first palette sent to you in the mail because someone saw your channel and wanted you to review it? So I'm going to start out with Innocent just on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to put it in that transition area. But Baby Girl is also going to go in that transition area. So it does show up just a little bit. A shade like this would be good, you know, if you get too much of a color pigment on. I have used lighter shades like that to blend it out if I need to. And then I'm going to take Baby Girl, which is this one right here, and I'm going to put that also in that transition area. That's pretty. Also keeping in mind that I just put that on top of a lighter shade, I would say that's got some pretty good pigment in it. Putting it on top of that other shade is giving me a bit of a, like almost like a melon color. It's blending really nicely. I don't see any skipping or anything yet in the shadows. So there is not too much kick up on Innocent, but we do have a bit of kick up on Baby Girl. And I just always share that with you guys in case you want to know it. It is not something that affects my decision on whether I like a palette or not. I can guarantee you I'm never hitting pan on any of these shadows or any other shadow that I have for that matter. I'm going to take this is the Balm eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take Naughty. This one does have some kick up to it. It's also one that was a little bit stiffer in the pan right here. Those two purple shades were the ones that were a little stiffer in the pan. And so this is a hot pink. I gotta say, these shadows blend really nicely. Boss Made's gonna go around the outer V, and then I'm just gonna pull a little bit into the crease here, And I'm going to use a bit of a smaller blending brush. So I'm going to take my Morphe 507 and Boss Made. This one also has quite a bit of kick up. And this is just going to go on the outer V. So I will be sure to link their website in the description box as well as their Instagram account so you can check them out. They also have a palette of all glitters, and at first I was like, why would I need a palette of all glitters? But if the glitters are like this, and I use this on my eye and really like it, based on the swatch, I think I'm going to really like the formula. Obviously, I haven't used it yet. So, if it is what I think it is, then I could see why you would want a palette of those, all of those kinds of glitters. And I want to say they're named after, like, the Grease, the movie names. I think it's like Thunder something palette. Thunderbirds, that would make sense, right? Okay, I want to bring back some of those other colors that I used, because I think I covered them up some. So I'm just going back in with this fluffy brush that I used for the light pink Baby Girl. This is my Wet n Wild P20. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy one that I use Naughty on. I'm just keep on checking to make sure I don't have any skipping in these, and I don't. And then we're going to do the glitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one eye, I'm going to put glitter glue on it, and I'm going to do one eye without glitter glue so we can see how that formula does work on the eye without glitter glue. So I'm going to go ahead and do this eye without glitter glue. So I am just taking my Morphe 421. This is either a concealer brush or a detailed shadow brush. And I'm going to pick up, you know what I wish I had was one of those silicone glitter sponges. I think that would work well with this. But I'm going to pick up quite a bit because I want to get some of that material in there that's as well. I think if you just try to swatch this just by like touching it, you're not going to end up with the affixing material that's in there. Is affixing the right word, right? Okay. And then it's not going to be, you're not going to get what you're meant to out of it. Guys, do you see that? Ooh, that is pretty. And then I'm just going to kind of like pat this so it trails off. And just kind of looks like it's blending in. So I didn't add anything else to it because I want it to seem like it's trailing off into the other colors. It'll be interesting to see how it wears. I think what I'm going to do is take Boss Made and just do a thin line above that, but I want to let it set for a minute and dry. So I've got my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to put some of that on a concealer brush and place it where I want to put my glitter. If that stays on, I'm in love with that. Oh my goodness. So you know, I think it was in the same video where I talked about this palette originally, that I talked about the Too Faced self-adfixing glitters or whatever. I wonder if that is similar to this. But I think that this is probably cheaper than that Too Faced one. While I'm popping this on my eye, I don't know that I'm a fan of this liquid lipstick. It's starting to kind of crinkle apart in my lips. Like when I smile, you can kind of see lines where it's not anymore, like it's breaking apart there. I cannot even with this. Oh my goodness. Have you seen anything like that? That is amazing. I think I want to let this sit for a minute before I do my liner. So here's the swatch. So if I go like that, like barely any, a little bit, but barely any glitter picks up on it. So it sticks to the skin. So that's why I just kind of want to let this sit for a minute. I am going to go ahead and do that line above it, and I want to do some lower lash line. So I'm going to take Boss Made. So I'm just putting Boss Made on the outer part of the lower lash line. I'm going to take a little flat brush like this, where it's flat across the top and very skinny. And I'm going to take Boss Made and just pop it right above the glitter line. Oh, what? Didn't look good. Back to the lower lash line. What else do I want to take? I think I'm going to take Baby Girl and just kind of smudge it out for the rest of the lower lash line. You know what? I'm going to pop Narcissistic. This shade may be too dark for an inner corner highlight, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. Might be okay with this look since all that glitter's on there. I think that looks okay. Well, first of all, there is zero glitter fallout. Have you ever put glitter on your eyes and not had glitter fallout? This is my first time using one of these self-adhering glitter shades, and this is amazing. I do have quite a bit of dip in it, so you do have to use a lot, but I'm not that often going to use this kind of glitter on my eyes, so I'm okay with that. I am going to go ahead and do some liner and mascara, and I will be back with the final look and some final first impressions on this palette. I am back with the final look. I have got liner and mascara on. I used the Revolution Beauty Flick mascara, and no, that's the liner. What mascara did I use? Oh, Extreme Black Sumptuous Extreme from Estee Lauder. That glitter, though, I am obsessed with it. I actually think it performed better on the lid that I did not use the primer. Overall, loving the shades that I used so far today. Right, I used all of these, and this one here for the inner corner highlight, they all applied nicely, they blend in nicely, they had good pigment to them. I wouldn't mind one darker shade in a palette like this, but you guys know, when brands are creating smaller palettes, I would rather have the color than something to be able to help me create full looks, because I have lots of other palettes I can pull in to create full looks with this palette. So, I mean, you guys know, like, the highlight of this palette is that glitter shade. I cannot with how easy that is to apply, how beautiful it is, how solid the glitter looks. Like, there's not a bunch of sparsity in it. There's not like crinkling in it either as it's dried. In terms of the liquid lipstick, it's not uncomfortable, but it's definitely not the most comfortable liquid lipstick that I've worn. I mean, as it's dried down more, it's actually less uncomfortable than it was when I first applied it. It is a little tight though, and there is some breaking up in my lips. I don't know that I would repurchase this lipstick, but it is an affordable price at $8. The palette, very affordable, $23.50 for the 9 shades, around $3 a shade. So far, keeping in mind that I have only used those 6 shades. So I still need to use the green and yellow. I would recommend this palette. I would not recommend the liquid lipstick, however. It is not on my teeth though, and it did not come off on my coffee cup that I used. So if you don't mind a drier formula, then I think that you might like it. I do mind a drier formula though. So anyways, that is my first impressions, swatches, and review of the Pretty Girl Squad palette from Lucious Lex Collection. I hope that you enjoyed it. you could tell I was super excited during this video, so it might have been a little helter-skelter. But thank you so much again for sending me this palette. Thank you guys so much for your support of my channel. Please do subscribe before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up. Put your notifications bell on. And don't forget, I will have some more looks with this next week with a little better review of it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!